Gotta be kidding me. All right. Yo, I am indeed I'm Murray the Great. It sounds so wonderful, don't you agree? And as a young man who was born in the 19th century, or the 1900s, I should say, I'm right back like I left something. Because I literally did forget why I came in here. It happens. Nah, I'm lying, man. I want to cut the beat off, but it's fly. I mean, it is fly. It is what it is. But no, indeed, I am right here, about to get back on it. I'm Murray the Great, BKA your grandmama's wet dream, aka Mr. Ain't pulled out since 2006. It's a streak I shall not be breaking anytime soon. It is what it is. Man, I am really happy to be before you guys here today. We have some plans, having some technical difficulties, but we gonna get it together. Y'all still rocking with us. I cannot I can't put enough emphasis on how great it feels to have y'all still rocking with us. Um, Definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all. Appreciate the activity. We're playing games. We're getting these games knocked out before the deadline. It's a beautiful time to be in Texas Heat, man. So I'm gonna do a quick recap. I had really wonderful grand plans, but had some stuff pop up. But we gonna just go ahead and get into it. Man, we are going to start off by just looking at the division, seeing where we are as we approach the halfway point, and just to see how everybody's looking and what that all looks like. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start. Let's start with the NFC. I feel like we start with the AFC all the time. Let's start with the NFC North. The NFC North, of course, we got King Taz with those Lions sitting at 4-2, doing King Taz like things. Then we got man, got to give a lot of kudos to this guy, Kevin Freeman. He's definitely been putting a lot of good football together lately. Sitting at 3-2 with those Vikings. Just made a huge trade that, we'll see how it works out. Gave up some O-line protection, but he did get an elite lockdown corner, something that you got to have in this game. So we did secure that. And then we got Massar with the Bears. He's sitting at 3-3. He just beat the Lions, which is a huge accomplishment. And then yeah, that's all that's in this division, man. I definitely expect this division to remain this way. I don't expect anything different to happen because you got some folks on cruise control. It is what it is. It is what it is. But just moving on,
Yes, sir.
we got okay, there it is. All right, we back, man. I am joined by the one and only, and none other is like him. I got I got the good brother Coach Elliott, manning those Browns. He's out there rocking with those Browns, man. Talk to the people, man. How you living today, man?
Man, we're doing pretty good, man. We had a long night. We had a lot of people at the press here. We had a lot of offense here. We just had a lot of press here over the past couple of days. I know we had a lot going on with trade rumors, but I'm here to the breaking news here. If a lot of y'all didn't hear it, some of the center core of the team of the defense is no longer with the Cleveland Browns. But again, enough
Mm,
about what has happened. It's
okay.
about what we're doing moving forward.
Man, let's go ahead and get into that, man. You know, actually, let's finish up the breakdown, and then we're gonna get into it because there's a lot of exciting things that happen, and we want to get through this, give everybody a quick recap. We will not be before you too long. Just moving on to the NFC South. The Panthers just had a huge win against the Buccaneers, who was starting to run away with the division. They're both sitting at 4-2, but the Buccaneers did just lose to Rome, and Rome is out here proving, even though he's given up way more points than he's scored, that he is that elderly abuse case is still going to trial. Ben did beat the brakes off of Rome, and but Rome has recovered, and he did beat Olympic, who was very much like just like Icarus, flying too close to the sun, was very arrogant, and he did take that L to
Oh man.
Rome. That was crazy. I got a question for you. You've played both. You've played these guys before. These guys have been around for a while. Do
Mhm.
you think Earl has any path to coming back and taking over this division?
Man, I'll tell you one thing about Earl, man, and I had a lot of opportunities to go eat with him, man, and just to have a lot of conversations. He has the heart of a lion. You know, he has the endurance of a soldier. But to come back and just to run away with this, to be honest with you, I don't see that coming. Not saying it can't happen,
Uh huh.
but I'll tell you this, man, his endurance will have him in the fight to the last week of football.
Hey man, it's hard to disagree with you when you're dead right. So I agree. I definitely will be happy to see anyone besides Rome or Olympic win that division. Moving on to the NFC East.
Yeah.
What a difference a year makes. Whoa. Wow. What? Somebody flipped the switch. And a lot of draft picks and a lot of moves. And I mean, okay. I mean,
Putting it on top. I see it.
whoa. Whoa. Mr. Hendricks sitting at 5-1, 4-game winning streak. Doing a lot of good things out there in Philadelphia, man. I
Yikes.
did not see that. It's the regular season, so I expect the Cowboys to remain super strong, and I expect them to do what they do. Justin James, a great user. Our commish, he does not seem to be playing. He's not having the best year. So I understand that's a rough start, and he just played one of the most sometimey players in the some team in Wisconsin with cheese or something. But yeah. And then shocking to see Top
Yeah.
sitting at 2-4. I'm
Yeah.
very surprised by that. But I tell you what, I do want to give kudos where kudos are due.
Oh yeah, you got to
Hendricks
give it to
sitting at
him.
5-1, man.
Absolutely.
Do you think he finishes out on top of this division?
But I think he had a great off season, and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times when you put the work in the off season,
Yeah.
most of the time you come back and you right now you take care of business. But I do believe the Cowboys. I mean, 4-2. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
whoo,
Man.
it's right there. But right now, I mean, of course, you got to give hats out to the Eagles,
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles.
I agree. Moving on, we got the NFC West. Oh man, I really did. I should have saved this for last, man. I did not want this to happen. Um, yeah. Kudos to Ben, man. Ben sitting at 6-0. Uh, and this is with no performance
Woo.
enhancing drugs, man. He is doing his thing. You know, he passed the test. You know, shockingly, he passed the test, man. Kudos to Ben. Sitting at 6-0, on a really nice start to the opening of the season, and then you got Austin at 5-1. Now you got Stackadol at 2-4, and you got the 49ers also at 2-4. Is this the year that Ben wins the division over Austin?
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
It's a good situation. It's a good storyline, but you can never ever. And hey, listen, me and Austin has had our histories, but I tell you this, boss. When it come down to Austin, the very coach football teams remind me of Mike Tomlin. He got all them boys ready to play.
Yeah,
them boys ready to play.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
I definitely don't see Ben winning this division. I definitely I'd see him in the playoffs now, and I don't want to see him there now. But he gonna make the playoffs. But no, he definitely is not winning this division. Moving over to the AFC West, Fuzz has got a chokehold on the division to start. He's got his team rolling at 4-1. You got Lolo. You can't ever sleep on Lolo. He's 3-3 with those Chargers.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, just gave the Broncos his second W, and he just traded for Lamar. So I definitely think he's hoping to do something. he's hoping to do something. And then I got Bloodshed just getting back to Madden. He's just getting back to it, but I think he can put some things together at some point. What do you think, man? Do you think Fuzz finishes this division out on top, or does Lolo challenge, or what happens here?
Logo is a good guy, got a good organization, but right now I think your boy. I mean, hey, I think it's gonna be his division to lose.
I don't disagree with you. Moving on, we got the AFC East, and Mama, there go that bad man.
There he goes.
There go that bad man, Mama. Wow. I mean, like last year, Jacob had impressed us all and came out and really did some business, and Colton didn't really like that too much, and he clearly has got it on his mind this year. So he's out to a 6-0 start, still undefeated, one of 2 undefeated teams we have left in the league. Do you see Colton giving up this lead in this division, and does it finish out this way?
Absolutely. Listen, Colton is he's gonna win the division 100%. It's his division to lose. I mean, Colton kind of reminds me of another guy we were just talking about over there with the Seattle Seahawks. Those two guys right there have a long tenure here in the league, and I tell you, them Bills are popping, man. They're popping.
Man, moving over to the AFC South, we got some teams. We got some teams over here, but every team in the division is on the losing streak, which is just not good. It's not a good thing. Terrible, awful. Man, I almost don't even want to talk about this division, man. I don't want to talk about it, man. It's crazy. What? How do you see this division finishing out, Jeremy?
Man, listen, I'll be completely honest with you. Jags started off strong. Right now, they're roaring. Losing streak.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't see them losing this week. But it's going to be between the Colts and the Jaguars. I know Coach Murray, yourself, is going to always be in the race, going to always be in the fight. But I will tell you this. You do have to worry about those Colts. Titans on a 3-game losing streak, but it's going to be between you guys and the Colts.
Yeah. I mean, man, listen, I don't want to see D. Thomas no more. I stole the first one from him. I don't want to see him no more. But we moving on now. And this is going to lead us into our next segment. Now, we got the Bengals. They jumped out here to 4-2. That's a new user on the Bengals, and he is playing ball.
He's playing ball, yes.
You got them doggone Ravens. We going to find out if it makes sense. It looked good last week. Now, it did look good last week. First week without Lamar. That's a super interesting move that he made. I was hoping to get him on here to talk about that trade.
Yeah.
But he's doing more important things and
Yeah.
he don't really care about us like that. So it is what it is. And oh my man,
Yeah.
I need this guy to take more cruises. If we can get Smitty to take more cruises in the middle of the season, it's the only way we can get results like this.
Yeah.
I am shocked. And this is how I can tell he has not played many games, and it is what it is. But
Hmm.
and
Absolutely.
then I got you there at 2-4. Now you
Absolutely.
coming off a W. I
Hmm.
saw that game. That game was crazy. Um, last second field goal, or yeah, last second score.
Hmm.
But really, just I saw a lot of fight, lots and lots of fight, and I think that was a good dub. And I do think once you assume you just gathered the Infinity Stones on your offensive line, like I'm an offensive line connoisseur, and I loved your trades. And we want to turn it over to Coach. We want to turn it over to Coach Elliott. Tell us about the moves that you've made, and
Hmm.
tell us your thought process behind those trades, good sir.
Absolutely, absolutely. Again, I appreciate the opportunity to have Coach Elliott here, who's played pressure Browns defense for football. But one thing I tell it about is, we had an opportunity to talk to a financial advisor, to credits committee. The financial committee came in, and we went over this team offense. We've been up and down, but let's get to the trades and what was decided and try moving factors to move the course on the defense is Garrett and Mr. Ward out here. Number one, we had three older old lines, which is Mr. Taylor Watt. He been here for a little bit, and Mr. Joel Benito. These are their last years. One of my guys, they're older, 33 and 30 years old. They're both on out of here. This is their last year with us. And so we know to a good success, we like to run the ball. No, everyone knows that. To have a good success with us team, it would be better to have a good offensive line. So we know those guys was going to be out of here at the end of the year. And our center, Mr. Ethan, he may come back depending on how the numbers work out. But this may be his last year as well. So we understood with a high draft pick this year, probably we're going to compete. But we understood that we need a good offensive line. See, I don't think anyone is listening to looking to our boy Nick Chubb. He has a top
Mm.
5 stats and everything right now,
Mhm.
and I guarantee you he will be in the making. We will be in the fight for a wild card. You can
Mhm.
clock it now. Listen
Okay.
now. We will be into the fight
Yes, sir.
of a wild card, but that went into our decision to get these boys out of here. Yes, Gary was good, but see, Gary was a troublemaker.
Ah,
Oh
tell us
yeah,
more about that.
oh yeah, man. Well, Garrett didn't see really eye to eye with what's his name, Tre'Davious White.
Right.
And I'm not gonna say nothing, but they're gonna find out over there what type of kid Garrett is. He's a good player, but he was bad in the locker room. We had to get rid of his butt.
Right. 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 No doubt. No doubt. I'm with it 100%. Let me ask you. Now that you have, now you've put yourself in a position now where the weakest offensive lineman that you start will be about a 79 overall player. If you consider moving Conklin to center, which should actually probably put him into the 80s. Where are you placing Darrison Wirfs, and how are you expecting those guys to mesh with the rest of the offensive line? Like you said, you've got Benito, and you've got Wyatt Teller. You got two really good guards there. I'm looking at your line, and I love it. Uh,
Absolutely.
where, gosh, do you get greedy? Do you stack one side, or do you balance it out? What's the plan? Yeah, I don't want you to get a game plan away, but I just want to know
Well,
what's the plan there.
good question. And this is what we were talking about because we got the Bengals. We got the Bengals coming up. They're our next opponent on the schedule.
Uh-huh.
And it's going to be case by case, man. When you have a guy, Nick Chubb, and not only Nick Chubb, man, we have another running back. I tell you, man, his name is Jerome Ford. And when I tell you these guys what we're going to do, it just depends. But I tell you, Darryl will come in to play left. Mr. Word's going to come in right now, just playing right. We're going to keep those guards intact. That's what we're going to do. Now, I can't say the game plan, what we're going to do, but it may be a time where we need to stack one side.
Man.
We need 2 inches.
Yeah.
And I tell you, that's going to be dangerous. You got almost 900-some pounds on one side. Almost 1,000 pounds on one side, I tell you, 1K pounds. But we're going to see. I can't give the game plan away. But
can't give the game plan away. No.
Yes.
No, you cannot. You cannot. Yes. All right, now. You got that set. You sent out Garrett. Are you in the market for a defensive player, or are you holding out that early draft pick for that kind of player?
Well, I think we're gonna, it's going to be some learning curves, but we still got a strong secondary over here. But right now, we're going to let the future draft pick that we drafted early this year come on out to showcase why we drafted him, where we drafted him.
Okay.
But don't get me wrong. Coach Elliott play defense.
Yes, sir.
We're still going to do what we need to do, run the ball and play defense. So never underestimate Coach Elliott and what he does.
Never.
We're not moved by what people think. And Coach, Mr. Jabbar, he didn't say nothing. But I can I can only imagine what he thought when he saw that. And it's going to be okay. I want Mr. Jabbar to watch me at the end of the season.
Right. Hey, man, you said it here first. Now, are you done wheeling and dealing, or is there another move or two going on?
We done wheeling and dealing. It's time to load up. Unless something comes across our table, it's time to load up. It's time to play football. But
yes,
right
sir.
Now, the good thing about it, we do have all our draft picks, majority.
Got to pick in every round.
And so I think we're going to be excited to play Cleveland football.
Yes, sir. Well, I tell you what. Do you have anything else for the people before we get out of here, good sir?
I have nothing else. I will predict 100% I'll beat the Bengals. Cleveland Browns will beat the Bengals.
You heard it here first. Cleveland Browns will beat the Bengals. This has been your Week 7 show, quick hit show. We will tune in next time as we plan to have more guests and more segments, and we'll do more interviews. But until then,
we out of here. Don't delay. Play football today.
Yes, sir.